if your goal in life is to pursue money and success, you know what will happen? Money and success is going to run away from you.
Let's say you have like a Michael Jordan or a Kobe Bryant.
Yeah, nag-enjoy lang.
Nag-enjoy and they're performing 100%. Gusto niya to kasi gusto niya i-dominate yung game na to. He wants to be the best player there is in the world.
You just want to win.
So I always have this, motto at the back of my head. You're only as good as your last show.
Exactly.
So you give it your all, whether it's a corporate gig, a wedding. I give it 100%.
This is Money Masters, where true stories spark real change.
Chinky Tan, with over 6 million Facebook followers, 2.8 million YouTube subscribers, and 2.4 million TikTok fans, is now all out to share with you the most practical, simplest path to lasting wealth.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, mga Money Masters, at the same time, mga kaipunaryo, nako, ang kakausapin po natin sa araw na ito ay isang OG. OG in terms of hosting, OG in terms of entertainment, radio, disc jockey, lahat. Sabihin mo na. We've seen him also on TV. He's everywhere. He's called as Mr. Suave himself. The one and only, Mr. Sam YG! Yes!
Chinky, thank you. Usually, isa tawag sa akin Mr. Bombay, pero ngayon Mr. Suave na pala.
Ay, syempre naman.
Ang ganda nito, no? Chinese-Indian, sorry, nakinilig ako. Sabi ko, ganda nito, Chinese-Indian. Talagang usapang pera. Pag ito talaga pinag-uusapan natin, kada piso will count eh.
Yeah,
pinagsama mo yung dalawang, Chinese tsaka Indian.
Grabe, talaga. Pag-usapan natin, syempre, usapang pera. What's the earliest money lesson that you have learned from your parents?
Oh, that's a good question. Actually, my mom, my mom and my dad, well, they are really separated, but they had, I guess, different principles when it came to money. My dad was very, active income. My mom naman was the one na, whatever you make, invest it.
Wow.
Siya yung taga, teka, bili tayong condo. Let's try to get real estate. Let's try to invest in this. My dad, not to say he wasn't, but it was more of whatever was available in the bank. Which I think for most of us would be the first step. Diba? Ano ba yan? Time deposit, bonds, all these things. So, magkaiba sila ng principle. So, I think I took from my mom when she told me na if you have extra, invest mo na agad yan. The money is savings and investing, dalawang magkaiba. So, invest it. So, at one point, you have passive income. I learned that from my mom.
How young were you when you started to earn money?
Oh, wow. 19 years old.
19.
I started working. I was studying college and in-invite ako maging radio DJ. As a college DJ, hindi ka binabayaran nun. Magti-train ka lang. Uutusan ka lang, in short. Na, pasok ko yung commercials namin. Tawag dito.
Oh, para PA.
Correct. Exactly. So after that, a radio station beside Magic 89.5, it was 99.5, who said, yung bata ba nyo na yan, yung assistant nyo, balak nyo ba bigyan ng trabaho? Kasi kung hindi, kami na kukuha sa kanya. Kami na yung mag-hire sa kanya. And they got me. So I remember my first salary, my first paycheck, tumataginting na 7,200 pesos.
19 or 2000?
2004.
2004.
I was working 6 days a week, 4 hours a day, graveyard shift, midnight to 3 in the morning.
Oh, no.
And I went to school at 9 a.m.
Amazing. Paano ka natutulog?
Wala, pag 19 ka, yung energy mo, gusto mo takbo pa tayong 42K, kayang-kaya natin diba? Iba yung energy ng 19. And syempre, aminin natin, radio DJ ka, may konting, may pa-shoutout ka dyan. So it was also making me happy. Aside from just, doing a job, it was really making me happy. So I said, okay, let me try and do this. After a while, inusog akong time slot to a more decent time slot, 9 p.m. to midnight, and then I did the morning show. And after a year, I went back to Magic. And Boys Night Out, the radio show happened, and the rest was history.
Yeah. Pero in terms of naman, what do you often hear from your parents when they remind you, anak, mag-aaral ka mabuti para paglaki mo, anong pinapagawa sa'yo?
I'm gonna also go back to the different principles of my mom and my dad for this. My mom, siya yung ganyan. Aral ka para when you graduate, meron kang options. But let's admit it, at that time, success was working in a multinational company. May mag-hire sa'yo na Unilever, Procter & Gamble, Nestle. Yun yung goal eh. Diba? When you graduate, you get to multinational company or a big bank, work your way up, and then one day VP ka na ng bank or ng company. My dad naman was baliktad.
Ano?
Kahit saan ka mag-aral, kahit ano aralin mo, okay lang yan, pare-pareho lang yan. Oo. You'll still end up doing what you think you're supposed to do when you grow old. Two different. It was very confusing. I remember they even had an argument. I never ko ito nakwento sa kahit anong show. My mom and dad used to fight or argue kasi my mom wanted to enroll us in Ateneo. My dad said, ang mahal ng tuition fee dyan. Let's just enroll him in any other school. There was a school nearby our house. Yung presyo, 1/5 lang. Yung tuition. Pare-pareho lang naman yan. So it was really two opposing schools of thought.
I think the other one is practical. The other one is more specific, di ba?
Exactly.
May target siya eh. Pero alam mo, kasi guys, ito lang, no? Yung talking to some, you know, as we know, yung culture nyo as Indian, di ba? Both of them are in.
Yes, I'm pure.
But you were born and raised here,
Correct.
right? Oo, kami rin. Obvious ba na ako ay American naman? Okay?
Sabi ko na, kala ko K-pop eh. Kala ko K-pop eh.
Hindi. We as Chinese naman. Both of my parents are Chinese.
Pure.
I was born and raised here. Pero yun kaya nga natuto tayo mag-Filipino. So, yung mindset sa amin iba.
What was the mindset?
Aral ka mabuti para ikaw tayo negosyo, ikaw bigay trabaho.
At that time, did the school matter? Hindi naman.
No.
Basta aral ka mabuti.
Well, again, it's the same thing for my mom. But I think typical. For my mom specific, for my dad, doesn't really matter.
Yeah.
As long as you finish the school, ganun siya.
And it was a classic society. I'm sure na we might have the same experience na medyo patriarchal talaga. Yung lalaki magtatrabaho, yung wife or yung babae yung mag-aalaga na anak. At least in my household, it was like that eh.
So, in reality, very interesting to guys. No? I'm sure yung mga nakikinig at nanonood ngayon, pero yun nga, karamihan naman culturally here in the Philippines, ang mindset naman, mag-aral ka mabuti para maghanap ka ng magandang trabaho.
Yes.
There's nothing wrong about employment. But I do believe employment should be a learning parang for me, you shouldn't stop learning.
Of course. I'm a firm believer of that. Kahit na, I think the day you think that you're the best and wala ka na matututunan, you can't learn anymore, that might be the day of your downfall.
Oo. Yun yung sinasabi ko na, lalo na sa yung mga graduate ngayon, ang sigaw ng karamihan ay mismatch.
Paano mismatch?
Yung course nila at saka yung trabaho nila,
yes.
Hindi sila tugma.
Okay. Ako ganun ako.
Yeah, but the point is, some of them get frustrated. Number one, mismatch. Number two, they don't get paid based on what their desired income is.
I agree.
Pag-graduate ko, kailangan kumita ko ng mga 30 to 50,000.
Starting.
Oo. Pero guys, ito lang, I don't know, correct me Sam. Kasi ako for me, dapat ang goal mo once you get employed, it's not for you only to earn, but for you to learn.
I like that.
Kasi the problem is, yung mindset mo kasi, graduate na ako kailangan ko na kumita.
I think pag bata tayo kasi, medyo, once again, baka naman ako na yung mali dito. Baka nung college tayo kasi, it was all about learning or high school learning. So finally, yung gigil mo, when you're out of school, yung gigil mo, I'm finally out of school. Eto na, kailangan ko na kumita ng sarili kong pera para magawa ko na yung gusto ko.
Payback time.
Oo, yun. Parang ito yung, para sa equivalent na freedom eh. Could be. Kasi ako parang yun yung mindset ko eh. Pag may pera na ako, yun yung freedom. Especially coming out of school. Na parang, okay, hindi ko na kailangan humingi ng allowance. Pwede na akong gumimik o whatever yung trip ko ng time na yun, di ba? Biling ko na yung mga gusto kong damit or whatever. It was a phase of life, which I think Well, looking back now, no, it wasn't, of course, the smartest decision, but it was definitely a phase. Now, when I got out of school, yun yung gusto kong mangyari. Basta, kaya nga I remember, na-scam pa nga ako eh. Yung mga, may product tayo dito, 8,888. Tapos dala ka lang 5 friends. Na ganyan ako. I really fell for that. I really fell for that because for me, okay.
Kasi gusto mo na agad kumita.
Oo. It was getting the most amount of money the fastest time I could. And if you're telling me that out of college, and at that time, sabi ko, if you're somebody who tell me na kaya ko kumita ng ganitong kalaki, tapos 3 months lang, ay, okay, let's go.
Pero ang ending niyan, syempre.
Sad ending, syempre.
Oo, pero yun nga. That's the reason why I want to challenge you. If you're a parent out there na nakikinig ka at nanonood ka, and if you're a student here right now and listening to this, if you're a parent, what if, imagine mo, Sam, ito, do you have children already?
Not yet.
Oo. So just in case kung magkaanak ka, what if there's a school that you can enroll your kids without any tuition fee? Number 2, while they're learning, they're getting paid. Would you want to enroll them on that school?
Yes.
That's what you call as a school of employment.
Okay.
Kasi once you learn, yun yung problema eh. It's just like you learning 4 years of swimming. Di ba nag-aral ka, mag-swimming.
Okay.
Pasado ka, flying colors ka. And then all of a sudden, di ba, summa cum laude, nung nag-swimming ka na, actual, nalunod ka. So everything you have learned is useless. Di ba?
Okay.
Di ba, you graduate with so many ideas and then when you go into the workplace, you realize, ikaw, alam mo yan eh, you go to the workplace and you get disillusion. You get culture shock. Ay, hindi pala itong tunay na mundo. You have to learn how to adjust with people. You handle yung difficult bosses.
That's true.
Yun eh.
Hindi pwede ituro yung mga people management how to deal with clients, bosses.
Exactly. Kaya nga, dapat ang mindset mo, pagpasok ko, hindi lang ako gusto kong kumita, gusto kong matuto. And if you are, alam mo to, guys, ito yan this is my mistake. I don't know with Sam. Si Sam can attest to this also siguro. If your goal in life is to pursue money and success, you know what will happen? Money and success is going to run away from me. But if you pursue your calling, your purpose, and your passion, and you be the best at what you're doing, what will happen? Money and success will follow you.
That I will definitely agree on. I think with a lot of people that I know also, I mean, the best of the best in their industries are the people who actually hindi mo makikita na they're after the money.
Yeah.
They're after the passion and being the best at what they do. But then again, they get paid so well because they are the best at what they do. So, but you'd never feel that from them na parang pera lang habol nito. Hindi mo magigets yung vibe na yun sa kanila. It's always na, let's say you have like a Michael Jordan or a Kobe Bryant.
Yeah.
Diba? They go out there and sa games.
Nag-enjoy lang eh.
Nag-enjoy and they're performing 100%. Do you ever look at Jordan and say, siguro, ginagawa lang niya to para sa pera? Probably not. Diba? Alam mo, pag napanood mo si Jordan, okay, gusto niya to kasi gusto niya i-dominate yung game na to. He wants to be the best player there is in the world.
He just want to win.
He just wants to win and he's gonna do whatever it takes to win. He's not thinking about, okay, every shot I make, I'm gonna get $1 million. No. He's there to win, to dominate, to be the best. Yeah, that's true.
And likewise with you, why do people hire you, 'di ba? As a host, bakit? 'Di ba? As a wedding, 'di ba? Bakit? Because you are the best at what you're doing.
Uy, salamat. But for me, that's always been the goal. And it doesn't stop also you from learning. Like even till this day, I take seminars. I still enroll in classes to be a better speaker.
Yeah.
To even be a better
host. Yeah.
Kasi for me, everything is fleeting in this world. You could be, pinag-usapan natin to off the air kanina. You could be, ilang taon na kilala natin. You could be the best at what you're doing one day. And tomorrow, wala na. So I always have this, motto at the back of my head na you're only as good as your last show.
Exactly.
So you give it your all, whether it's a corporate gig, a wedding. I give it 100%.
Yeah. FYI lang guys, maybe some of you are asking, why should we give our best? Let's say you are the best cardiologist here in the Philippines. Somebody suffered a heart attack. Who will they call? Ghostbusters.
So, tama. Oo.
Who will they call?
Ikaw.
If they call you, you can name your...
Price.
Exactly.
Ganda. Okay. I have an example of that. Naalala ko lang, my brother got into a motorcycle accident. This was, we were in high school at that time. And, syempre, eto kasi, a backstory. Yung dad ko, sige, bili tayong big bike. Like, we were like 15 years old.
Okay.
Syempre, bawal yun. Anyway, so he was driving out into an accident. Okay. So, sa arm niya, paano lumabas yung buto. Anyway, went to Cardinal Santos. We were there. Sabi ng dad ko, I want the best ortho
Yeah.
for my son.
Yeah.
Not asking yun nga, magkano.
Amount. Oh,
exactly. Doesn't ask, tama. Didn't ask magkano, anong process gagawin ito. Hindi. Basta bigyan nyo lang, sino pinakamagaling. And so tama. You have a very good point. They're not gonna ask, they're gonna ask, sino pinakamagaling. And if you are, even if you're priced that way, your market will understand why you are priced that way.
Yeah.
Because you deliver and you are the best at what you do.
Guys, ito lang, sometimes, ikaw mismo nakikinig at nanonood, you have the tendency to undervalue yourself. We have what we call as a self-imposter syndrome. Na-feeling natin na, ay, ganun ba? Baka mo lang bumili. Ikaw, do you have that also?
And one of the hardest things as a talent, like us, is that, masyado ba ako mahal? Yung tanong na yun, or next year, pwede ba ako mag-increase ng price? Diba? To 10,000, by 10,000, 20,000. Will people still hire me if I increase my price by this much next year? There's always that fear. Diba? Kasi nga, like exactly what you said, na natatakot ka eh. Na parang, baka wala nang kumuha. But also going back to what you said earlier, which I believe if you're the best at what you do, tama, you get to dictate the price.
Talking about price and income right now, I'm just pretty interested to know from Sam YG's perspective, pag kumita ka, ano unang ginagawa mo sa pera? Ever since when you get started?
Doon papasok yung kunento ko ng mom. Kunento ko na na-instill ng mom ko sa akin.
Ano?
Which I'm very lucky. Tabi agad. Say, invest muna. Put aside something for investment.
Wow. Can you walk us through, may percentage ka ba personally?
Percentage, when I was living with my parents, kaya ko pa mag 50-50.
Wow.
Kasi syempre, wala akong rent.
Tama.
Wala akong binabayaran. That was when I was a kid. Now, I still manage to somewhat do, siguro, nakakatabi pa rin ako ng 30-40%.
Amazing.
A month. Yeah.
Amazing.
And that's standard. And yung tabi na yun, mamakati ako eh. Parang, yung 30%, kailangan may ayoko nasa bangko.
Oo.
Kailangan may binabayaran ako something or putting it in a better instrument, which I'm lucky I've learned also from some of my mentors when I was working in a financial company before. So medyo I even got into stocks at one point, I remember. Yung crypto, pinasok ko rin yan at one point just to dabble into it.
But it's not for you, I'm sure.
I guess it's not for me.
Yeah.
Even yung NFT, diba? So at one point, bibili kang painting, pero hindi mo pwede hawakan. Diba? Hindi mo pwede makita.
Yeah.
Nasa ano lang siya, USB. So I dabbled into a lot of things. I made, I lost. But that's the thing. The 30%, medyo si-split ko pa yan. Some would be into something that's super sure.
Yeah.
Yung kahit malitang, yung interest, basta sigurado, makakatulong ka maimbing. Meron ako dyan since I don't have kids, as mentioned, meron pa ako dyan mga 10% na medyo mas aggressive. Kaya ko sige, laruin natin to. Let's find something a bit more aggressive.
Yeah, guys, ito lang. I just like to take this opportunity as a learning moment. Kung ang mindset mo, pag kumita ka, gagastusin mo, kung whatever's left, yun ang iipunin mo, invest mo, maniwala ka, ni pisong duling.
You have got it mixed up.
Walang matitira. Di ba? Yung parang weird part eh. This is the weird part. I don't know if you will agree. Type agree na lang sa comment section kung mag-agree kayo. Nung malitang kita na pagkakasya, minsan may sobra pa.
Totoo.
Nung lumaki na kita, nagkulang na nagkautang pa.
Kasi
Negosyong pangmatagalan at kumikitang pangkabuhayan ba ang gusto mo? Mag-franchise na sa Rigasco.
I think as humans, parang, I'm not saying it's right, pero meron tayong mentality na pag lumaki na yung kita ko, pwede na ako gumastos more.
Yeah.
Kumbaga, yung budget ko dati, siguro for a bag, diba, was 100,000. Teka lang, kaya ko na bumili ng 200,000 na bag ngayon. Malaki na yung kita ko eh. And I'm gonna also relate this to something that's so true in the Philippines that I talk about also. It's the flex culture.
Yeah.
No? It's that, for some reason, mahilig tayo mag-flex. Minsan, hindi pa natin kaya, pero gusto ko latest iPhone. Ayokong iPhone 14, 15. Gusto ko 17 Pro Max, 1 terabyte. Do you need it? Probably not. But you feel it adds value to you.
Yeah.
So, minsan yun nga. Minsan hindi kaya, pero sige, hulugan ko na lang. Pero kaya ba talaga? So that's one thing I think I'm very careful about. Meron akong rules sa sarili ko na if you can't pay for it twice, hindi mo pa siya na-afford.
Alam mo yun, it's not twice eh. I always formula to, no? It's up to you guys. Again, I instill it in myself. Pareho tayo eh. I always multiply it by 5.
By 5? Oh, wow.
Yes.
Grabe, you are taking it to a ibang
No,
level.
it's okay.
Okay.
Based on your capacity to earn compared to the expense. Like for example, if you're earning 30K a month,
Okay.
'di ba? You drink a coffee na branded at 200 pesos yan eh.
Starbucks ko 200.
Oh,
30,000. Oh.
Times mo ng 5.
200 times 5.
No, yeah, 200 times 5, 1K.
1K.
At 30,000 pesos, can you afford to buy 1,000 pesos worth of coffee?
Probably not.
Oh, kasi may ibang expenses ka pa eh.
Kape pa lang yun.
Pag bumili ka ng sachet ng 20 pesos, times 5 mo.
Oo naman.
100. At 30,000, afford mo yun.
Yeah.
Yun yung parang psyche ko. Nagigets mo? Kasi double, pwede pa eh.
Right.
400 lang yan eh. Wala pang masyadong pinch yan eh. Pero
Correct.
pag sinabi mo 1K, di ba kung 1K ka, kumikita ka ng 100,000, 200,000, that's nothing. So it's an easy math.
Correct.
And then yung second thing, guys, if you're out there listening right now,
Especially, I think this is true for luxury items.
oh,
Especially particularly luxury, which, like I said, mahilig tayo sa mga ganyan. Diba? Kasi sa atin may flex culture eh. Diba? Okay, as you were saying, yeah.
no, yun nga. At the same time, ito lang especially for you guys out there, if you're already 40s, 50s, and 60s, hanggang ngayon, you work so hard until such time, hanggang ngayon wala pa rin, follow what Sam is doing and then unconsciously, grabe yung ginagawa mo. Alam mo yung ginagawa mo, talagang super genius yun. Alam mo yung anong formula na yun, yung ginagawa mo. As your income increases, you don't immediately increase your standard of living and spending, but you increase your standard of saving and investing.
Amen. Sobrang, maganyan ako. Parang, okay, siguro this month medyo tumami yung gig.
Oo.
Let's say, hindi pa rin ako, you're not gonna find me in Louis Vuitton at the end of the month. You're never gonna see me there. You're never gonna see me at no. I would still be probably looking the same.
Yeah. Ito yung formula, guys, para learning moment to. Actually, this is a masterclass. This is what I teach my students, especially when it comes to coaching. Can you save 5% from your income? 5%.
I think everybody should be able to
Yes.
save that.
Can you invest 5%?
Another 5 or that 5?
Yeah, another 5. That's
Yes.
only 10% total.
Dapat.
So, ang formula, 5-5-90. Di ba? As your income increases, gawin mo ng 10-10-80.
Yes.
Then 10-20-70. Then 20-30-50. Okay? 20-30-50. Let's put numbers.
Okay.
Kumikita ka muna ng 20,000 a month. 20,000 at 5-5-90. So, anong 90% ng 20,000?
18.
Oo. Yung mga Chinese at saka mga
Hindi, alam nyo na.
mabilis ako.
Human calculator tayo.
18,000, 5% and 20,000. 1K.
1K, 5%.
Oo, 5% eh.
Okay.
1K savings, 1K investment mo, 18,000 mo for spending, lifestyle mo. Umabot ka na ng 100K na income from 20 to 100. Ang formula mo na ngayon, 20, 30, 50. Ano yung 50% ng 100K?
Siyempre, 50,000.
Oh, ano naman, 'di ba? Imagine mo from 18,000 naging 50. Gumanda ba lifestyle mo?
Of course.
Siyempre tumaas eh.
Tomas, lumaki rin yung spending capacity.
Pero ito yung pinaka-best part. Ano yung 20% ng 100K?
20,000.
Every month may savings ka 20,000.
Eto, Sir Chinky, I wanted to ask you this. For those who are starting out, especially, it's a bit of a financial literacy it's such a broad thing to discuss, no? Especially sa Pinoy, sensitive tayo sa sweldo natin. We're very sensitive with our salaries. What are the top 3 things na pwede mong things you can look at as a beginner for investing?
Ay, nako. Alam mo, ang
overwhelming kasi, di ba? Pasukin mo to. Pre-selling condo, bilhin mo to. Masisita rin ulo mo eh. Sa dami ng options, sa dami ng mga chinichika sa'yo, di ba? Sa sinasabi ng bank manager, pasok mo na dito yan. Insurance, pasok mo na dito yan. So, if you were to, as a beginner, like you said, if we have students who are watching us or people in, especially the Gen Z market, who are probably, you're earning your thousands already, you're getting that traction going. What would you say are the top 3?
Ako, I will not go for the instrument. I will try to learn the process first.
Interesting.
Kasi many people are asking, what type of business should I get into?
Right.
If you're asking me that question, you're just like choosing the brand of a car without learning how to drive. Ang unang dapat tanong ko sa'yo, do you know how to drive? If you bought a car without learning how to drive, what will happen?
Baliktad. Sayang kotse mo, bangga lang yan. No?
If you run a business without learning how to run a business, what will happen?
Crash and burn.
If you choose an investment vehicle right now, which you're asking me, without learning the principles of investment, what will happen?
Ganun din.
May scam ka, malulugi ka. So ito na lang, simple na lang para basic lang to. Bago ka mag-invest, syempre, first rule, never get into something that you do not understand, no matter how profitable it may be.
Okay.
Crypto sounds nice, NFT sounds nice, but if you don't understand, don't touch it. Second rule, yung formula, yung framework. Ito lang, SML.
SML.
Short, medium, long.
Okay.
Find an investment for short term, number 1.
Ano yung, when you say short term, how many years are we looking at?
We're talking about 1 to 5 years.
Okay.
Medium term, 5 to 20. Long term, 21 and above.
I guess for yun nga, if you're young, baka hindi pa iniisip yung mga long term, eh, di ba?
Yeah.
Kasi medyo gigil ka pa eh.
Oo, punta ka sa short. Yung short term, ang ibig sabihin niya, it gives you the cash flow. Immediate cash flow. Anong investment that can give you cash flow? Yung pinaka-basic lang kung naintindihan mo na to, I would go for e-banks.
Okay.
Regular banks gives you less than 1% per annum.
I've been seeing that. Oh.
In e-banks, they give you right now from 3.5 up to 15% per annum.
Paano nila ginagawa yan?
Baligtad na tong show, ako na natatanong.
Sorry.
Okay lang.
Gusto ko lang maintindihan yung concept. But I've been seeing a lot of that eh. And, diba, there's also that saying kasi na, if it's too good to be true, matakot ka.
No,
I'm just asking because meron din akong friend na nag-fold yung bank.
Yeah.
And he lost quite, but the interest was crazy.
Yeah.
Crazy good.
Number 1, okay, when it comes to bank, legitimate bank, all of them are covered by PDIC by 1M. So you can sleep soundly na wala kang problema. Number 2, why can they afford yung e-banks to offer that? Because number 1, they don't have capex, they don't have really
branches.
Big capex and branches lang on itself. That's already hundreds of millions. On top of that, they don't have really one specific OPEX. Ang OPEX nila kasi pang worldwide na.
Correct.
So parang alam mo naman sa online selling, tayo ka ng mall, billions.
Yeah.
Pero pwede ka rin operate sa garage mo ng online selling, you can sell hundreds of millions and billions. I've known one, guys, ito lang, kung you want to dispute me, one online seller by the name of James Afante, in 6 hours live, guess how much he sold worth of products? Wala mo.
8 million.
Higher.
10 million.
Higher.
100.
Higher.
You won't believe what happens next. Type part 2 if you want more.
Tapos tama na. When I get it, tama na. Hindi yung parang,
You
nakuha
want
ko na
more,
to, bukas, teka, iba naman gusto ko. Yeah. Although that will happen, but I also believe in the people that surround you. Pag surround ka ng mga taong gastador, oh my God, chances are, in a few months, gastador ka rin.
Exactly. Masyado kang generous sa ibang tao, pero napakakuripot mo sa sarili mo.
Yes. I'd spend for food, for people. Sige, enjoy, let's have dinner, ganyan. Pero para sa akin, parang, kahit Starbucks, hirap ako bumili. Lend an amount that you are willing to lose. I lend it, pero ayoko siya maging reason ng pagkasira ng friendship namin.
Exactly. Marriage, or if not in relationship, is not a competition thing.
Oh yeah.
It's a cooperation thing. It doesn't really matter who brings in the sale. Whether the wife or the husband, you as a husband doesn't make you a lesser of a person because you earn less than your wife. As a matter of fact, kung mas malaki nga kinikita ng asawa mo, ng misis mo kaysa sa'yo, magpasalamat
Amen.
ka.